Patriots running back Sony Michel officially off the PUP list, returning to Patriots training camp practice on Wednesday. I'm Sierra Goodwill, joined by Evan Lazar outside of Gillette Stadium. How did Michel look in his first training camp practice this season, and his return a little bit earlier than we all expected?
Definitely, Sierra. I was expecting this to maybe linger into the regular season for Sony Michel. I had heard that he might be in jeopardy of missing some games in September, but as it turns out, second week of training camp, he is back out there, and today was splitting reps with Damien Harris during team drills, so it looks like he's also a full go, at least in a non-padded session, and he looks a little bit slimmer. I think he looks a little bit smaller out there, quicker, burstier. I think the idea here is to have him be as much of the back that he was at Georgia as he possibly can be post-knee surgeries, post-foot surgery, and all the kind of, tread that he's put on the tires since then. But I think the biggest thing that you see with Michel in the first two seasons is that maybe he was a little bit heavier than what he was comfortable with, playing up near 225. I think the Patriots wanted him to get that weight back down to where it was in his college days. So you see a little bit of a slimmer Sony Michel at Patriots practice today.
Well, we also heard from Cam Newton on Wednesday, who pointed out how well the running backs have been performing. Rex Burkhead, James White, Damien Harris. So how does Michel's return affect the running back room as a whole?
Well, we all want to see Damien Harris. I know Patriots fans are clamoring to see Damien Harris in a regular season game. But just like Harris had at Alabama, here in New England, we're very accustomed to running backs by committee. With the Crimson Tide for Damien Harris, he rushed with Josh Jacobs. Kenyon Drake was in that backfield room for a while. So he has never been one of those guys that's taken on 200 carries in a season or taken on the lead back workload where he hasn't been sharing some of those carries with another running back in the room. So I think the similar thing that we've seen here in New England and in Alabama is going to carry over into 2020, where Sony Michel, Damien Harris, Rex Burkhead, maybe James White a little bit, maybe J.J. Taylor a little bit, are going to form a massive running back by committee that, depending on situation, opponent, and various other variables, the Patriots will rotate through that group. I know that's not what Patriots fans necessarily want to hear. It's not what fantasy football owners necessarily want to hear. But right now, the Patriots are going to do what the Patriots do, and that is give the ball to the back that best suits the situation that they're in.
Well, we'll see how Sony Michel looks once the pads go back on for the Patriots. We'll keep you updated on his situation and all the news coming out of training camp on our website at clnspd.com. And as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel over at Patriots Press Pass.